Anyway, this is Guru Glenn with That's the Thing About Fishing, and we're not friends anymore because we're not allowed to say that because it's two different things, isn't it?
That's it, we're family now.
We're family now.
Yeah, family.
Lucky I've been getting the suntan because I'm about the same colour as Nui now, aren't I? I still got your name right.
Well,
we got some
lucky we got the water police. We'll start booking him.
Oh, I reckon. Wonder if we can get in his boat and catch him. Anyway, this is Kumi Carl, Nui Brian Nui, and That's the Thing About Fishing, live from Bell Marine. Anyway, what did we do? That's right. Last week was a good show. I'll tell you what. I think I'd done some wrong things last week because I've made some of the fishers don't like me anymore.
Yeah, you know well, we won't go into it because, but it's done.
That's done.
It's done and dusted.
But there was a great interview from Jonathan Davies, wasn't it?
Yes, yes. Yep. Nathan Brown is a good footballer.
Where did Nathan Brown come into it?
Jonathan Brown, sorry.
Who's Brown?
Yeah, he's a Brisbane player. In AFL.
Mate, do you know
AFL,
stupid? They're playing that stupid game again, aren't they? Not rugby league like us men.
No, that's it, mate.
Right, anyway, so that was a great... Jonathan Davies. No, it was a great interview. Yeah, seafood industry Victoria. They've invited us to go out and do some filming about actually how they actually bring the fish in, how they're supposed to come in.
And what about down at the market?
And we're going to... I'm going to...
Do you know why?
Do you know what I'm going to do? Don't worry about him. No, do you know what I'm going to do?
What? Go on.
I'm going to buy my 20-pounder out there.
No, I was going to do that as well for the tea tree.
That's what I was going to do. Stick it in the freezer. Stick it in the freezer for next year.
I'm going to do it the week before.
No, I was going to buy it now.
Why now?
Because they're cheap. Snapper's cheap now. Next year they could be the price.
Yeah, mate, but instead of being a red...
Mate, if there's no fishing out there next year, they're going to be dearer.
But the problem is, instead of being a red snapper, it's going to be a blue snapper. If you wait them for a year.
Hey, mate, and I've got it on video. I've got it on camera today. Mornington Pier. Mate, and Brian, out of not Nui Brian, but another Brian, Mornington, down there fishing. And this sounds like a fishing tale, but it's not because I've got it on camera. Bang. Zoom, line. Zoom, 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 zoom. The head shakes.
Another banjo, was
it? Did you put petrol in it?
That was the whippersnapper for Western.
Yeah, zoom, zoom.
That's zoom, zoom. Anyway, the line's peeling off. Got it. Right, probably running about 1-2 kilo drag on it. Mate, just kept taking line. My big black custom built rod from a friend that donated it to me for nothing.
And what happened?
Mate, the thing just kept bending and it was flying. And I don't know, mate, I've never seen it happen before, not to me, because I'm the guru.
Then the alarm clock went off.
Don't tell me.
Then I woke up. No.
Don't tell me you lost it. Don't tell me you lost it.
40-pound leader.
You lost
it. Mate, it must have taken the hook right. This is a serious part of it. Must have taken the hook straight down because I had fresh squid on it, right down its gullet, right. And mate, I'll tell you what, mate, I've never seen it before. 40-pound leader, just bit straight through it.
You see that? I reckon it wasn't a snapper. I reckon you were chasing that mermaid.
I need a girlfriend.
There you go. I reckon it was that mermaid.
I reckon it was the boat.
What boat?
Boat went past and took your reel.
Mate, what, in the rocks?
And I reckon once you saw your face, you bit it off. So that's it, I'm gone.
Mate, you're picking on me.
No, wouldn't you agree? I reckon.
I'm supposed to be the intelligent one here, aren't I? Mate.
Well, what do you do? But anyway,
listen, because they don't believe. Mate, I'm gonna.
I can't wait to see.
Mate, I'm gonna shove it up you next week because I'm actually gonna get our producer to actually show you on film the rod going down and kicking.
Actually, before we go any further to...
Oh,
here we go.
Oh, no, not already.
Hello.
Hello.
From Cranbourne.
Bunja.
Cranbourne.
Please, to Guru.
Yes, what do you want, Mr. from Cranbourne?
Can I speak to the police, please?
No, they're not on yet.
Oh, shit.
See you later.
Bye.
You know what? Before we go to the...
How do you know? I must have read it on Facebook that we're having the water police.
Exactly.
Anyway, let's...
I reckon before we go to the catch of the week, What a weekend we had with those kids.
Oh yeah.
What a
Absolutely.
If you look at
great
it,
weekend we
mate, it
had
was
with those
fantastic.
kids on the pier down at Frankston.
Mate,
The
and
kids clean.
we had 3 kids that have never ever fished before. We gave them a rod each, didn't
Yeah,
we?
that's right.
Righto.
Yeah, they were
So
wrapped.
the other ones that have
I
never.
was fighting with one of them, but I lost out.
I know.
That's right.
I lost out.
I
He
know.
was about to push me in the water.
Oh mate.
Lucky knew he saved me.
Yeah.
I know.
We had to give him 4 odds.
4 rods. Yeah.
Specify himself as
Oh
a
yeah, no, because
catch,
he wasn't it. Hey, listen.
Nice,
Oh,
nice work.
Good work. Keep
Very
that one
nice
up.
work.
Then we've got John Higgins.
What a
Decent
ripper of a
gummy
gummy.
there, and land based too. Stockyard Point.
Stockyard Point.
Yeah, it's over. a
Very
mile
nice.
long,
Yeah,
that.
no,
So the gummies are coming in.
The
Yeah.
gummies are coming in.
And
Do you want me to
then
take my
we've
teeth out?
Then we got
Oh.
Trends.
We got an incoming
Land
call.
based.
Go for it. Press hold. Yep.
Hello.
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 Guru?
Yeah, Guru here.
Yeah, it's Brian. Tell Carl I verify what happened today.
Oh, thanks, Brian. It's Brian. See? So I wasn't lying. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate that, mate, because I reckon I was telling Porky.
I reckon he was a mermaid. Definitely he's a mermaid.
Mate, it was a good fight.
I didn't know how to use the camera, so I hope it got it.
No, we got some of it, mate. So I think we got the main part. Mate, but it did a bit right through that 40-pound leader, didn't it?
It sure did, and it screamed off like you wouldn't believe.
So there.
Yeah.
So there are.
Oh,
Thank you
there
very
you
much,
go.
Brian. So not only have I got an eyewitness, I've also got it on film. Thanks, Brian.
How much do you pay you, Brian?
I'll see you tomorrow, mate. I'll give you the money then. No, I'm only joking. Catch you later. Thanks, Brian.
See you, mate.
See
Okay,
ya.
we got Trent there.
Yeah, mate.
Land based.
Land based.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a
land-based.
nice one. Where was that one?
Didn't say.
Did not say.
Let's have a look. We got my pick of the week is John Higgins with that gummy, mate.
That's a ripper, isn't it?
Everyone loves a gummy, don't they?
Hey, you done it to me again. You sneak-eyed me.
Yeah. So
No, you sneak-eyed me.
John, good effort, mate. Keep it up. Over 1 metre gummy. The prize for you this week is.
Out of door number 8, packet number 8, we got Bite Me Burley. That's not good to him because he's after the gummies, not
Yeah.
snapper.
Well,
Right,
you
from
never know.
launching way,
Yeah.
strikes. Oh, jeez. No, strikes that off.
What can I say? Yip yip is yip yip.
Snapper pack, wasabi lure from Yip Yip.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you.
work, mate.
See,
Mate,
from the
that
goodness
is
of my
It
heart.
never fails. He's got to get his big beak in everything. Yip, yip, yip. Right.
So enjoy that prize.
Yeah, no, right. And listen, we'll send it to you on Facebook that you won a prize, but get in contact with us through That's the Thing About Fishing on Facebook as well. Right, or on Fisho TV. Just follow the mailbag.
That's right.
That's about right, isn't it?
And well, as also, guys, the catch of the week. If you've got pictures out there, any type of fish that you catch, please send it to us, and we'll post it up.
Yep.
And Nui will pick out the winner.
They don't have to be big ones either. It can be anything you like.
And where did I go to send it to?
No
Nui?
toadies though. Hey, you going to? That's the thing about fishing.
Yep.
Hook onto Nui's mailbag in there. There's a link there.
Fisho TV.
Fisho TV. Sorry.
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
Fish
no,
Out
mate.
TV.
Mailbag.
Or you can send it to That's the Thing About
That's the
Fishing.
thing about fishing.
But you must put down
The detail.
Dewey.
Yeah, and
we-
also a bit more details on where and how deep. And
Yeah,
that'll be really good.
right, yeah, because otherwise we just got to guess what we're doing.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we were talking about gummies today, and anyhow, so there was a ripper of that
Yeah.
one kept
That-
up
yeah.
at Stockyard Point. Right, now, has anyone got any information about gummies? Hey, you talk about Western Port, where you can get some gummies at Western Port.
Well, the gummies at Western Port. Okay. You can go down to Bolchers, right up to down towards even down Middle Spit, down Balnarring, if you're doing land base, also down Merricks. Then there's also the Western Entrance, right along the actual the shipping channel there, right on the edge, Boy 12, 13, right up to 11. Then you also got right around towards Coronella, down in the shallows there. There's also Stockyard Point, also good gummy
Yeah.
spots.
I'm looking
Western
to do on
Port.
Lang. I'm looking to do on Lang Lang this weekend, maybe. I'm just going to look at the tides because, the good thing about Western Port is, if you fish the incoming tide, get there about an hour and then fish about 2 hours after it.
Yeah.
Try to, Lang Lang and place. I'm not going to give up my secret spot at tourism because everyone laughs at me, so I'm not telling anyone anymore.
See, the other thing is, guys, you know, if you're doing gummy shark fishing, just sit out the tides because a lot of people think, I'm not getting the bite, I'm not getting the bite, then they just leave.
Aren't you going to get wet if you sit in the tide?
Well, you can, you could.
But don't they sit in the channels, and especially on the outgoing tide, and they...
You see, you've got to look for that drop off.
Yeah,
you always got to try, if you're boating, look for that drop off, sit on the edge, and just wait for the the fish to come to you. So it's always better to wait out the tides, and they'll come along.
Hey, I found something interesting, and I didn't realize. I knew gummy sharks, right? Anyway, I'm going to pretend that I'm Latin. Righto? So,
Okay.
does that make sense to you?
No, not at all.
I might bring up Paul Worsling, he knows all these words. Also known as an Australian smooth hound, flake or smooth dog shark. Did you know that?
No.
No,
I know they're flake. You can get them.
Yeah, I know they're
fish
flake,
and chip shop.
but the Australian smooth hound shark.
But I've got an awesome place where you catch them, guaranteed.
Fish shop.
Yeah. No. I've got the local fish and chip shop.
Yeah.
You can get them every
And
single
another
time
thing,
you go there.
see, right, we just said Western Port, but Port.
Well, here we go.
Hello.
Hello, Spiro.
Hey,
Spiro!
Hey, how much dope you smoked tonight?
Is Yip Yip there?
Yeah, yip yip here. Yes, Peter.
Yip Yip, I sent you a picture of my missus, man.
Did you? Where?
Okay, no worries. We'll look into that very shortly. I'll have to speak to the producer, and you'll be able to see the
Flotation devices. Actually,
Beautiful.
I think we'll be talking about some flotation.
Picture.
Hey, Spiro,
I expect to see it on fishotv.com.
you will be Spiro.
Yeah.
I got the water police here. We're going to actually be talking about flotation devices again tonight.
And I'll put Marika on there.
Did you say police?
Yeah? Isn't it?
Well, that's Spiro for you. That's Spiro.
Hey, look, listen, poor Philip Bay. You know we catch him off the piers. I've caught him at Frankston. I've caught him at Seaford.
Yep.
Mornington, we've caught a couple. There was a couple of nice ones caught there last year. But if you, once again, you look for the channels, and I know that if you're going out, I know that there's people going out there now at the moment fishing the channels, and there are some gummies being caught up towards Sorrento.
Right.
And I know Charlie was out there tagging 7 gillers today. I know they're not gummies, but they're,
They're
7 gill sharks.
Big fish, big fish.
Big fish.
Big fish.
Bug fish. Anyway, listen.
baits to use for that.
Baits to use.
Baits to use.
What did you put on the hook?
What you put on the hook?
Yeah.
For a gummy.
No. Hey, listen, I'll tell you one of the good baits that I use is banana prawn. If I do a cocktail. Banana prawns, believe it or not, and a bit of strip of squid. Righto? So, like it's amazing. But you can use basically anything.
You know what's the best bait I use?
What?
An ice cream on a cone.
You're an idiot.
No, it does work.
How?
Because on a hot day, they'll come to it because they're really hot. They want to lick it.
You are an idiot. That's it.
No, seriously.
No wonder they called you the class clown.
Well, but anyway, guess what? Guess what?
What?
Have a look who we got coming up next.
Your favourite freak, McGarry.
I've got Hawaii 5A coming on! You beauty!
Right. Anyway.
And we got McGareth. I love that bloke.
Mate,
I can't wait to see.
I don't know what's going to take him away.
Guess what?
The concert or the straight jackets.
Look at that. Look at that, guys. He's going to sign my photo for me. How awesome. Love you, McGareth. Can't wait. Let's go to a commercial break.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the thing about fishing. Live from Belmarine. We're going to hop over to a commercial break. And I hope we come back with some sensible conversations from the Victorian Water Police. Righto? So stay tuned. If you've done anything wrong, piss off.
McGareth, I'm waiting for you.
Oh no.
I'm just going to put you, Dean.
Please.
And
Well, we're back on again.
Certainly
Jeez,
are.
how come we never get any notice?
There's
All right, I was just trying to work. Anyway, welcome back to That's the Thing About Fishing with live from Belmarine. We've got Dean here, right, from the Victorian Water Police.
Dean, howdy, buddy.
I'm sorry, McGarrick. Look, I know I got fines, but please can you undo me handcuffs? I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. Please, forgive me. Look, I even got a photo of you. What'd you do to your hair? Look. Please, can you please undo me? Don't cry. Look, I'm crying.
You're going to have
Please.
to help me here, Glenn.
Oh, mate,
Please.
he needs help. That's the problem. I think he's got the wrong people.
Can you help me undo me handcuffs? I'll promise I'll pay my speeding fines in the water. I'll give you a fish next time when I see you.
I actually think,
Oh, gee, thanks.
I think he's got the wrong people mixed.
Can I get
Listen.
your autograph, McGarrett?
I'll tell you what.
Look,
Just-
McGarrett signing
Just
my
amusing.
picture.
Just amusing.
It is McGarrett. I was right. It's McGarrett.
Pretend you're McGarrett.
It's not
Right
pretend. It's real. It is real. Look,
Yeah.
he's signing it.
So look at that.
Oh, fantastic.
Now-
I love you. You're the best. Look, guys. Look. He signed it.
I'll tell you what, he's mistaken because next week I've got the cat team in, and that's who it's paid. He thinks
The cat?
The cat team.
What are we going to do? Pussycat.
Oh, you idiot.
You got 9 lives.
The cat team. Mate, no, mate, I reckon I'll have to ring up Frankston Hospital and tell them the cat team come and take him away now.
I certainly wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't expecting it either. Mate, that's probably... Anyway,
Oh, I'm in love. McGarrett.
can you shut up now?
How are you? Dean McGarrett?
Right.
Dean's fine.
Dean.
Carl.
Yes, Guru, Glenn, sorry.
Shut
I just
up.
got excited. Hawaii 5-0.
No, what are we going to do about this? Honest.
Oh, we've got the cat team, like you said.
The cat team's next week. Righto? Anyway, now I've lost my whole train of thought because he just stuffed that whole thing up.
I did it.
How do you feel, Dean?
I'm gone.
I can keep going if you want. Honestly, McGarrett, I can keep
Waterway, so from the South Australian border right round to the New South Wales border, and all the inland waters in between. And we have a number of roles. We look after, obviously, search and rescue throughout the state of Victoria. We look at a lot of boating or recreational boating compliance, which is what I think you've asked me to talk about.
Yeah, I've got some
With
questions
safety
here I want to ask
equipment
you.
and things like that. We have other areas that we work in. We do some counter-terrorism type work. We have an underwater security team.
Oh, really?
We have a marine investigation unit which looks at serious crime or fatality investigation,
All right.
amongst other things. And obviously, as you said, this time of the year, from sort of now through to Easter, is the busiest time of the year for us.
Right.
And do you work 24 hours a day, like out in the water, or is there certain specific times that you target out there, or I know you're on call all the time, I know that. When there's something that happens, bang, you're out there. But prior to that, are you always out there, you know, investigating or going to boat ramps, to piers, to checking boats at all times, or
Yeah, we have.
or how you work?
No, we have 24-hour members on call, or members at work 24 hours a day. We run those over a number of different shifts, so right through the entirety of the day and the night, we have boats on the water and people at the office to respond to jobs.
Yep.
We're out patrolling, predominantly Port Phillip Bay through the night, but all the Victorian waterways.
So, as you do not drink and drive when you're on a boat because they'll ping you.
We'll cover that in a minute.
They'll ping you.
But you actually mentioned a few things tonight anyhow, that I didn't even know, right? That you're not just sitting in a boat out there, you know, patrolling piers and waterways and, you know, things like that, but there's a whole, basically everything but homicide that's in your, that's, you know, terrorism, right? Marine, all this kind of, I didn't realise all that, right? I didn't realise that you actually had a bigger scope than just sitting in a boat running around checking things.
Oh, I don't think a lot of people realise what all of our capabilities and skill sets are within the office. So
Yeah, jeez. Well, that's good to know actually, that we're not only
Yeah,
that we're not only out there, that there's a whole aspect of what the water police are actually involved with.
Yeah.
Right now, well, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. You don't mind that, do you, Dean?
no,
Righto. Do you want to ask him a couple of questions
Yeah.
later?
Yeah.
Or now?
I'll ask them a couple shortly.
Well, yeah, that's good. Don't ask him because he never shuts up.
Oh, I've got some rippers.
Righto. Anyway. Now, we talked the other couple of weeks ago with Trevor and that, and also we've spoke to the Coast Guard, right, about PFD devices, when and where you got to wear those. So I thought the old saying, let's get it from the horse's mouth about the wearing of PFDs, whether it be on vessels, whether they're under tow, whether it's docks and things like that. And you can actually elaborate on just exactly what the laws and the requirements are of PFD wearing.
Yeah, I can do that for you. I can do my best.
Do your best, that's all we ask.
I mean, it's very topical. You asked me what was topical at the moment and,
Yeah.
and what we as the Water Police are focusing on, and one of the main focus points is some other rules and regulations that go in with that.
Yeah,
And I
this
think
is the
that's what you're leading to.
That's exactly what I'm, because it's some confusing things getting out there at the moment. And like I said, let's get it from the horse's mouth,
Okay.
right? And that's the best way. And this is what you are able to issue written notices on the spot,
Yes.
righto? And but believing that you're not that savage after them unless they're smart Alex, but you are out there to educate them as well, aren't you?
Of course.
Right, so if you can just elaborate a little bit more about the wearing of like vests, when they like boats underway, not underway, and things like that.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think the easiest way for me to start, as our conversation was before, is that vessel size determines when a PFD must be worn at all times, and a vessel up to and including 4.8 metres in length.
Which is the old thing, under 15 foot, is that correct?
I haven't got the conversion with me, so I'm not like 4.8.
Believe me, because I'm old school, 15.
That obviously when that vessel's underway,
Yep.
so therefore it's not aground, it's not an anchor, or it's not tied up to a pier or a jetty.
Yep.
All occupants on board that vessel must wear a PFD at all times.
Right. So, because we actually asked the Coast Guard, and they couldn't answer this one. When a boat that's under 15 foot, right, if they're actually anchored,
That's right, exactly.
right, and they're fishing, do they have to keep their jackets on?
No.
They can actually take them off.
Yes.
And is that
Only
including
whilst
kids?
they're underway.
I'm not sure about that. I'd have to check. Like I said to the guru before, if I haven't got an answer to every question,
fair
I'm not
enough.
going to give you one.
What
I'm
we'll
pretty
do,
sure
we'll
that-
find out. We'll find out, and then
We'll put it on We'll put it on that. That's the thing about fishing's Facebook page. We'll actually give it. So there's one to remember.
Yeah.
So if our producer could write that question down. Do kids have to wear life jackets at all time on a boat that's under 4.8?
4.8.
See, I'm old school, mate. I'm used to 15 foot.
And being anchored.
Being anchored right up whilst, yeah. Anyway, but there's other areas too that like must wear PFD. This is where I'm alluding to at the moment, is trying to drag you into that.
No, and as we touched on before, obviously larger vessels, the PFDs aren't required to be worn at all times,
Yep.
but there is a number of circumstances which we class as heightened risk.
Yep.
And this is leading into what we were talking about
Yep.
before, and some of those areas of heightened risk where you must wear a PFD, and they include, and I did make some notes, Guru, because I'm not going to remember all of this,
All right.
but I put some of these down before.
Yep.
The most important, or the most relevant to us, is that when you are operating the vessel by yourself, regardless of the size of the vessel, you are required to wear a PFD, and this is where Yep.
Taxi.
some of the other things that we spoke about was heightened risk. Those main points were crossing an ocean bar or in a designated dangerous area when you're operating a vessel, regardless of how many people are on board.
Right.
Have to wear a PFD. A period of 1 hour after sunset and 1 hour before sunset is classed as a time of heightened risk. So,
Really?
Yep. Did I say before sunrise? 1 hour after sunset and 1 hour before sunrise. That
Oh, really?
period of time.
It doesn't matter what size the boat is.
It's classed as a time of heightened risk.
Jeez. And hence, we won't get into it, but hence, those blokes' lives were probably saved the other day. Anyway, we won't get into it. We'll leave that go. Righto?
Yep.
But that was a heightened risk because that accident happened just before sunrise, wasn't it?
I think it was about that time.
That's right.
Yeah.
I didn't know that one, Carl.
No.
Did you?
No, not at all.
No, and I'll guarantee there's heaps of boaties out there that did not know that. Righto,
The other one being, sorry, on vessels that don't have any safety barriers or harnesses or jack lines, which relates to yachting.
yeah.
Open yachts, operated during a period of restricted visibility.
Right.
So in fog, for instance, sake, or
Right.
operating in an area where a current Bureau of Meteorology warning is out for gale wind warning or storm wind warning, hurricane winds, severe thunderstorms, or weather warnings,
Right.
relevant to the area of where the warning is for.
Well, this come up for an
Yeah,
area.
you must wear it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
this come up. What do you call a gale for? What knots per wind would you class that they must wear it? Because that was a thing that like I asked the Coast Guard the other day. They brought similar sort of thing up,
Yeah.
and I said, well, what do you call it? Yeah.
There is a scale. Again, I don't have all the figures. I
Right.
can't rattle them off for you now. There is a scale that dictates from X amount of knots to so and so is a strong wind, and then from strong wind it's a
Oh, right. Fair enough. Yeah. I've just been informed by my producer. 4.8 is 15.7 foot.
there you go.
Smarty.
Well, there you
So
go.
it's for old school.
Well, I said 15 foot.
I think you were getting at before when you asked me. You were asking about. We got back to the operating the vessel by yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think this is leading to us talking about launching and retrieving boats.
Absolutely.
It's really topical,
It's very topical at the
and
moment.
there's some confusion.
Extremely confusion.
Okay.
Let's say exactly what it is by law,
Yep.
right? That they can actually, my old school, pinchful,
Okay.
righto? And that means that you can actually be booked, fined, or anything like that. And like I say, you're not after you want to educate people for this as well. And the whole thing is educational, and I think a lot of people don't realise how significant, because it's once again doing what you're about to talk about is actually at heightened risk,
Yeah.
right? So could you just talk about that, launching, retrieving?
Okay. Well, obviously, we get a lot of questions, and there's been some issues with people wearing life jackets when they're launching or retrieving their boat. Yeah. Obviously, that the length of the vessel is, as we discussed before.
Yep.
Under a certain length, you have to wear a PFD at all times when the boat's making way or underway. If you're in the boat by yourself, the confusion is that when you launch your boat or when you bring your boat back into, can we use Patterson Rivers?
Yeah, yes, because this is where some of this confusion.
You come back into Patterson River in your boat, and there's 3 people on board the boat. 2 people, you come up alongside one of the low landings, 2 people get off the boat to go and get your car and trailer, and 1 person's left on the boat. The situation changes. You're now moving into an area of heightened risk. There's now 1 person on the boat, so it ticks one of the boxes for areas of heightened risk.
So, but if you had 2 on there, that's fine.
If the vessel is over 4.8 metres.
Okay, if you had 2, not a problem.
Right,
Okay, so if that 1 person's on the boat
on his own.
on his own, because his friends have gone to get the car and the trailer or to do whatever, that person by law should have a life jacket on.
All right.
So for even that small period of time where they then take the boat out and put it back onto the trailer,
Yep.
And in reverse of that, if that 1 person is launching the boat from the trailer into the Patterson River or into another location, they're by themselves.
Yep.
Same thing.
They need to have a life jacket on.
All right. So when they're launching as well.
Now, a question to that. Now, just say for argument's sake, now, who gets the actual fine? Does the boat owner? Just say, for example, you've got a mate of yours, or say I've got a mate of mine, I'm a boat owner, but I'll go and get my car, but my mate's going to put the boat on the trailer and things like that. Now, he doesn't wear a jacket. Who gets the actual fine? Does he get the fine, or does the actual boat owner gets the fine?
The boat operator gets the fine, because the boat operator
It's the license.
is the licence holder. He has to be licensed to operate the
Yeah.
boat. Therefore, as a licence holder, he's responsible for the safety gear. He's the operator of the boat at the time. So
Right.
therefore,
He's put the boat on the trailer,
yeah,
right? Then you drive off. The bloke in the back still in the boat, but he's still got to have a life jacket on, doesn't he?
well, yeah, but once you leave the boat ramp, he shouldn't be in the back of the boat, should he?
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right.
Because what's the point of having a life
See,
jacket if you're
'cause
going
I
down
don't
the
know,
road? You're not going to
I'm
get
just,
safe.
I'm only going by a couple of. I think what it was that a couple of blokes were caught in the boat. They were actually there was 2 blokes in the boat, and they were putting the boat in, and there was still 2 blokes.
Yeah, driving up Patterson. I think it was Patterson Lakes, going up the ramp.
Probably akin to having 2 blokes sitting in the back of the ute while you're driving around the street.
That's right, which is illegal.
Which is no good.
Right. Anyway, well, I hope viewers, that's answered a few things about life jackets and wearing it. But the most important, because actually it come up from one of the blokes, he said, and he was actually all for it, right? Because a lot of boaties are saying, well, this is a lot of rubbish, like, oh, someone's going to get my car and bring the trailer down, right? Why should I wear a jacket, right, while I'm sitting in the boat and holding it against the thing? But a funny thing happened to me, right? You're all going to laugh. Don't laugh. Because I can understand what you're saying, because I didn't know that law, right? We actually broke down, this is going back 12 months, 18 months ago. We were towed back in, we actually come up beside another boat. There was 2 fishing rods sitting on the back, right? And there was a couple of kids on this Bertram that was towing us back in, and as he pulled us up the side, the fishing rods were about to hit the kids in the head. So I've actually gone over and I grabbed the rods, and the 2 boats fall apart, and I'm holding onto one boat, straight in the drink. No life jacket on. So that's what you're talking about, height and risk, isn't it? And this could happen even whilst you're sitting on the boat holding it. Your actually boat can take away, or you can actually get hit or nudged, and you could end up in the drink.
Yes.
That's
I think, and as we discussed, the boating handbook, there's a short section in there about the dangers of retrieving or launching your boat, and we all know what Patterson River's like in the middle of summer, or Altona.
Yep.
Hundreds of boats there. The possibility of boats knocking each other, or one boat hitting another could throw someone out into the water. No life jacket on.
Bang, yeah. Well, a lot of this is you're actually saying it's in the Victorian record. They're actually free by the looks of them.
They are.
I know. So what we'll do is we'll actually put on, we'll actually, people are not sure that these. What page was that on? Did you have a page or something that was on? Right, page whatever it was.
What we could do there, Glenn.
I think you're
page 51.
See what we could do there, Glenn. We could actually post some of those pages on our Facebook page.
Yeah, there it is there.
Hello?
Yeah, Spiro.
Hey, Spiro.
Spiro.
I'm talking to the police. You okay?
Spiro, I love you.
Thank you. Righto.
Can I speak to the water police?
Yeah, of course you can, mate.
Jerry.
No, D.
No, it's McGarrett.
Mate, the other day I was fishing. Oh, no, we weren't fishing. I was out on the bay in my boat with 4 lovely ladies sunbathing, and you guys come over and pulled me up, and when I put my anchor up, I must have caught a long liner's line because there was 400 hooks there. I didn't know. I didn't know they were there. Are you guys prejudiced?
not at all. We treat everyone equally.
How much?
No, it's not fair, mate. I didn't know they were there.
Did you get snapper at least, Spiro?
I bet 200.
Can you? Hey, listen. How much dope did you have on the boat when you were fishing?
You blokes are going to get me in a lot of trouble.
Mate, poor Spiro never come. Anyway, listen. Another area that we want to look at is speed limits, righto, and where the speed limits are, what's restrictions and things like that, righto. Oh, he's gone.
But anyway,
anyway, like I said, there was, like, Spiro, you do this to me every time, right? And I know once again it's on page 54 of your handbook.
Yep.
But a couple of the areas, like the limits, how far off a structure, and I'm including a pier, because we see, as land-based fishermen, we see there's a lot where boats are actually cutting piers in half, nearly.
Oh, we've got a call.
Yes, Spiro.
Hello?
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 Hello? Yes.
Who's this?
Who's that?
Is that Guru?
Yeah, it's Guru.
Hello?
Hello, how are ya?
Good, how you going?
Not too bad, who's this?
Alex, I just rang up, I'm just watching an internet show.
Oh, good on you, Alex.
Yeah, when are you going to talk about fish instead of boats?
Mate, we'll talk about fish later, soon. Right?
Alright, no worries.
Good on you, mate.
See ya.
See ya. I don't know who that one was. But anyway. Oh.
Mate, we're red hot tonight. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, Dean, it's Spiro.
Yes, Spiro.
Technically, I was anchoring, not fishing.
We'll discuss it later, Spiro.
I think it's going to be one of those nice with Spiro tonight. Anyway, let's, because as land-based
I
fishermen.
reckon we should probably maybe go to a quick commercial break and then
Right.
come back.
Oh yeah, do you want to do that?
We'll
Quick
probably-
commercial
we'll
break?
Probably do that.
Is that what we're supposed to be doing,
Yeah.
producer? Righto, let's do that.
I reckon let's go to commercial break and we'll be back.
Righto.
Hey, LD! What? I need you upstairs.
G'day, I'm Paul from Mornington Boat Hire. For 4 hours, $90, you too can come out fishing on a boat. Either a polycraft or a tinny, we'll get you on the water and we'll get you on the fish.
This little beauty was actually caught out on Mornington Hire boat, so thank you, Paul.
I keep fishing affordable, so don't get stuck on a pier. Come down to Mornington and I'll get you out fishing from here.
Well,
Welcome back to That's the Thing About Fishing, live from Belmarine. We've got Dean from the Water Police here. And listen, Alex, I'm sorry, mate. I just think this time of year with boating and the Christmas and holidays coming up, right? You know, fishing, we will get to talk about some fishing soon.
they definitely will.
Right, but you know, like this is, I think, is an important, couple of important subjects, right? Especially what we're going to got coming up in a couple of seconds. A couple of questions that I want to ask, because I think they're very important, right? And especially if you're a land-based fisherman, because we actually get peed off with this, right? Right, we spend a lot of money on our lines and things like that, like every other fisherman, right? And then all of a sudden you get a boat that comes 15 metres in front of you and then rips off all your line. So anyway, that's one of the things that I want to talk about. You know, is speed limits, right, around structures, shores and things like that. If you can, once again, elaborate. That's one new word for the day.
Elaborate.
Right, so I hope you don't take umbrage to me using new words. I go pretend I'm intelligent. Sorry, mate.
Yeah. Again, I think we discussed it earlier. You wanted to know about the speed limits, or there's a number of them. I mean, the most common speed limit we have on Victorian waterways is 5 knots, speed restriction, and there's a number of areas that is applied. Within 50 metres, when you're operating, a vessel or a PWC, within 50 metres of swimmers, other vessels, and fixed or floating structures. Now that can include, again detailed in the book, but that can include wharfs, jetties, piers.
Oh, so they've got to be 15 metres from a wharf or a jetty.
To exceed
Whilst they're on it. Yeah.
exceed 5 knots.
Yep.
So within that 50 metre distance
Yeah.
of those 5 knots, which for some of us is 9.25 kilometres an hour.
Yeah.
5 knots, the nautical term.
Well, at least from a pier you can yell at them at that. When they're going past at 35 knots, you can't yell at them.
Before you think of it.
5 knot speed limit within 100 metres of divers and diving flags.
Yep.
Which I think we're going to touch
We're
a little
going to
bit
touch
more
on that.
later.
That's a heavy one we want to touch on.
5 knots within 50 metres of the water's edge on inland waters.
All right.
Okay. I can go into some more detail about that as to where enclosed waters stop and inland waters.
Actually, that's not a bad point there, because that actually comes under what we call fisheries regulations about, rods and reels and things like that, doesn't it? Yes.
Well, there's different rules for what you're allowed to use and carry and
that's
fish
right.
with.
That's exactly
in
right.
those different waterways. For coastal and enclosed waters, there's a 5 knot limit within 200 metres of the shoreline.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
200 metres. Well done.
So,
Jeez. Mate, but then again,
sorry,
that's
so I don't confuse. There is a number of spots. There is areas where a different speed limit or that speed limit might not apply. The mouth of the Yarra up to the Westgate Bridge is a 10 knot speed limit.
10 knot, right?
Until you get to the Westgate Bridge, and we get a lot of questions about that. And you have a number of spots that are water ski or vessel access zones.
All right.
So that craft, PWCs and water skiers and that sort of thing can access a certain nominated point on the coast or the beach.
All right.
So they can travel in and out.
Right. But that's what this handbook's very, very good. Now, every boater should actually have one of these handbooks, shouldn't they? Really?
Well, every boater should know the handbook, Guru, because
That comes under your licence.
because that's how you get your licence.
That's how you get your licence.
That's right.
Pretty much the answer to all the questions that we field on a day-to-day basis,
Yeah.
other than something more specific, will come out of that.
So you're not actually out there targeting people that are doing the wrong thing. You more want to educate them. But if they're,
Blatantly.
but
To reassure
if
they're
they're
doing the right
blatantly,
thing.
flaunting the law, you're going to hit them.
Well, I mean, we have a job to do. And
That's right.
I mean, the job is, I mean, I'd love to be able to go out on a daily basis and not find anything wrong.
Oh, we've got another call. Hello?
Hello, that's the thing about fishing.
Guru Glenn, Bill
Yeah.
from Box Hill.
Who's it?
It's Bill from Box Hill.
G'day, Bill. How are you?
I'm well. I want to ask Bill a question.
Go for it. Ask.
And it's touching on the subject that you mentioned then, just beforehand. But look, when the holiday season is coming up, there's often a lot of people that are very inconsiderate and don't obey the waterway laws. And what does he recommend if we need to report these people to the water police? Like an example might be someone on a ski jet doing very fast travel very close to shore, as an example.
Like
What can we
jet
do?
skis.
That's a good
Question
question.
being a clown,
Yeah.
Look, we field phone calls on a daily basis, and at this time of the year, we can be fielding phone calls, multiple phone calls every hour. We suggest, or you can ring if it's a serious type thing. You can ring 000. You can contact the water police,
Right.
and we try and field all of those calls and respond to as many as we can, given the units that we've got out on the water at the time.
All right.
Or the question I want to probably refer to, g'day there, Bill, refer to is, like, just say for example, now Bill took a picture and got the got their detail. Can they report that to you and hand that to you? Can you then follow that through, or can it be? What about a video? Would that be even appropriate to follow those persons up?
Look, that we can look into that.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've had a similar situation previously at Patterson River. If that person
Guru
provides,
Glenn,
Yes.
look, another question too is, what number do we call to do that sort of reporting? Obviously it's not 000 because that's an emergency number, but where do we ring to if we want to, or where do we contact if we want to put a report in?
well, as I said, if it's a serious type, something of a serious nature, then the fastest way of getting to the police is via 000, and your call will be directed. And I think what I'll do is I'll provide the appropriate phone numbers to Glenn, to put on the website for
Right.
how to contact the water police.
Well, there's a good one, Bill. What Dean's got to actually provide the appropriate numbers to us, and we'll actually put it on our. That's the thing about fishing.
Okay.
Plus, we'll also put it on Fisho TV,
Okay, sounds good.
righto.com.
Thank you.
Thanks,
No,
Bill.
thanks
for the
very
call.
much for
Thank
the call
you.
there, Bill.
Right, that was a couple of interesting questions actually. So that was good. Thank you, Bill. Right, now one of the questions. Well, I think people refer to their handbooks about the speed limits and everything like that. Right? Didn't you have a question you want to ask about diving?
Diving operation on a small vessels, what are they required to have on board or to do?
No, well, divers.
Yeah, divers.
Yeah.
So if you're operating, if you're diving off a small recreational vessel, you're required to display the appropriate diving flag.
Okay, and any other documents needed or?
Well, if you're fishing and you're diving, you need a fishing license. I mean, if you're
Yeah.
fishing underwater, is the same rules apply as to fishing on top of the water. I know where we're going because
We discussed this one because
Um,
I think this is an important safety factor which, I really believe needs to be pushed out, and I'd love it to be police, but I know that you're so busy, I've seen so many stupid incidences by divers,
Yeah.
right? Once again, being on land, time and time again. Like Frankston the other day had an instructor there with 8 learning divers.
Yep.
Sitting down there on the artificial reef 20 metres off the pier, 30 metres off the pier, right? They had learning divers, right? The bubbles were coming up and it was a calm day, right? Bubbles were coming up. All of a sudden these boats think there's salmon breaking the water. And they were just up and down and up and down. And the instructor came out and I said to the instructor, I said, mate, aren't you supposed to have a flag? He said, no, I don't. I said, yes, you do. I said, you're an instructor and you've got learner divers out there. Right? What would happen if one of those divers panicked, come up, and all the boats are out there, I waved them off because I told them that they're divers, they're not salmon, right? But one of those panicked, come up, and all of a sudden the propellers just chopped their head off, right? Simple as that. Why haven't you got flags? What is the law on that one?
Well, to be fair to everyone, we discussed this
Yeah, I know we did.
prior to me coming on because obviously it needed a little bit of clarification. And just to go back to your question before, when you're on a vessel you need to display a flag and there's a certain size of the flag, and we all know that the colours of the dive flag is a white and blue flag. In relation to not diving from a recreational vessel, so diving from the shore or from a pier or a structure and that, I did a bit of research for you.
Thank you.
And obviously I'll clarify some of that via your website with some of the questions, but you did ask me about that, so I did look at it, and there is a Section 15 notice, a notice to mariners or a Section 15 notice that plainly states that divers require a personal flag, which is a much smaller flag than you require, and that flag needs to be. And can I read this?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know it off by heart. Any person engaged in diving in the state waters must use a buoy attached to himself within 100 metres of a diver or a dive flag. And then that comes along here as saying that if it's attached to a person, if the person scuba diving or diving is not diving from a boat, they've got a buoy and a line attached to it.
That's right.
And if they don't have it attached, but just had the buoy up, so he's sort of breaking the law already by doing that.
Well, if he's not diving from a boat, he may well be. He's not,
Yeah.
The buoy and the line are attached to him, which is attached to a flag. There's nothing here that states as to how long or how far away from a recreational vessel they can dive.
But if it was just free diving,
free diving's different. If free diving's not diving with scuba equipment and that sort of thing, so.
But is the free diver still going to have the flag on?
Well, I don't know that, and that's something that I was looking at before, trying to get you a definitive answer.
Appreciate that, thanks.
So, but just to go back to what I said is the reason that we display a dive flag on a vessel, and is that when other boat users or people see that vessel and see the large flag, they know that someone's diving in the area, and they know that around the vessel or any divers that they locate, there's a speed limit.
slow, more, stay away.
But see, what of these questions were coming up is that we see multiple times, and I'm using Mornington as a harbour, right, which has got a channel, which we were talking about a gazette of channels before, right? So many divers are actually sitting there. We've got so many commercial boats there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 charter boats. We've got 1, 2 muscle boats, and we've got a private ex-fishing boat, right? And I see so many divers that are actually jumping in, right, into the waters, no flags, no nothing. The other day, one of the boats nearly ran another diver over, and he was swimming in the channel, right, heading out, right, and things like that. Now, aren't they supposed to wear flags? And they're not allowed in gazetted channels, are they? But we've got to find out whether Mornings are gazetted.
That's right. And I think we tried to find that out, or we were looking into that. But again, one thing for people diving off a structure, different thing. I mean, obviously, if you're diving off a boat, it clearly states that the master of a vessel must not cause or allow the vessel to be anchored in a channel that is marked with beacons or buoys.
That's right.
But again, I can't give your viewers a definitive answer because I don't.
Listen, we're going to look over that over the next couple of weeks, and we'll see if we can come up with some answers together. And I'm actually going to put that on. Listen, I know we're being wound up, but this is, we started late, so I hope the viewers are not really annoyed with us. I know because our producer's trying to wind us up. But I've got a couple more questions. Is that okay, producer? Right, thank you. Do you want to go for a quick ad? There, he's shaking his head.
All right, we'll go for a quick ad. And then come back and
look. I think we're not going to be. I mean, I'd love to cover the whole lot that we really want to talk about, righto? And but we're going to run out, so we might have to get you back in again one day, righto? But there's a couple there that you want to ask. You want to talk about kayaks, but the interesting thing that I want to talk about, right, is we'll surprise them.
All right, we'll come back from after a break.
That's the thing about fishing with
Guru Glenn?
No, not Guru Glenn anymore. Live from Belmarine with Dean, our special guest.
See you soon.
See you soon. G'day, this is Guru Glenn. Got someone down here who's just actually come down to our kids' clinic. Anthony Torrento. How are you, Anthony?
Nice to meet you. How you going?
Met Anthony through Facebook, which is a great thing that he's doing because he invited some people to come over. He's got the Facebook pages. You tell us about it.
It's only about a week ago that I set it up. It's called Fishing Gear Donation. It's a page that I created on Facebook, and I figured that a lot of us fishers have got some excess gear. I know I do, so I thought, well, why don't we donate it back to the community, the fishing community, and see if we can put it to good use. So I've got about 50 members in a week.
Yeah, it's good.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, no, that's excellent. That's very good, actually.
Yeah, so if anyone's got any gear that they're no longer using that's in good enough nick for someone else to make use of it, go to the fishing page on Facebook, Fishing Gear Donations.
Welcome back to That's the Thing About Fishing, live from Belmarine. Look, we've gone over time with this one. We had a couple of other things, but I think this is an important subject, right, especially for this time of year, right, because, look, everyone's going to go out, Christmas is coming up, the last thing you want to do is risk your lives, Coast Guard lives and other people's lives, right, on the water, right, and I think this is an important educational thing, because we want everyone to go out and after Christmas, when Santa Claus has been, enjoy their presents, or before Christmas, right? So, what do you reckon?
That's right.
Carl?
Yeah, totally agree.
So, we're going to be apologising. We're not going to be doing Nui's mailbag this week.
Yeah.
You forgive me,
That's
Nui?
fine. Yeah.
Right, because I think there's just a couple of important things. Viewers, I think it's important anyhow myself, right? Carl, you're a boatman.
Oh,
right?
for sure.
Right, I think it's very important. Right, quick question. What are the main things that you're aiming at on the water with boats and what you're doing this year?
Okay. I think, obviously, of paramount concern to us at the Water Police this year, and one of our focal points is PFDs, as we discussed earlier. We've found over the last few years that obviously a number of serious boating accidents and fatalities, quite possibly a lot of those could have been avoided if PFDs had been correctly worn.
Service as well?
We'll get into that. Yeah.
Right.
So he's also checked for roadworthy on the boat to see if there's, if I get a canary on there or not.
Hey, Carl, we haven't got much time, so stop your nonsense.
Look, to simplify it, a standard check that may be conducted by guys from the Water Police would involve the following. You'll be checked your marine licence, if it's carried and it's valid.
You've got to have it on you all the time, don't you?
You must carry it with you at all times.
Right.
All right. So your registration,
Yep.
whether the vessel registration is current,
Yep.
and then we check the minimum safety equipment required for the type of boat and the size of boat that you're on, and that'll be, the correct type and number of PFDs for the amount of people on board the vessel. Waterproof blind torches, the correct flares, whether they be daytime and nighttime flares, correct fire extinguisher, bailer or a bucket with a lanyard.
Hello.
That's the thing about fishing.
Yeah, Paul from Baronia is the water police there.
Yeah, they're here.
Yeah, look, I just want to know, is it your jurisdiction if I drive my boat flat out onto the shore, grab me backpack, do a runner, jump in my car and drive off, will you guys still pursue?
No, I'll probably shoot you.
Are you there?
Well, you got McGarrett thinking then. They might get Hawaii 5-0 onto you.
Is it within your jurisdiction?
Sorry, what was your name?
Can't tell you. I can tell you.
Well, we can't. A bit hard to follow you up onto the sand and onto the road.
He must be Spiros' cousin. Sorry, mate.
That's all right.
Once we said water police, I think all the cribs would come out.
Oh, well. They're having a good time.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, back to what the rest of our requirements.
Well, the basic ones. I think I said PFDs, torches, the flares, your fire extinguisher, a baler or bucket with a lanyard attached to
Now,
it. Oars if required.
that's a good one. A lot of boaties out there. Now, about with fire extinguishers. What size of fire extinguishers is required to a certain boat?
Okay.
Because now I've heard it's something to do with your fuel capacity, like from I think 150 below.
115 litres and below.
Is it 150? Okay, correct me. Sorry, 115 and below is about 1 kilo. Fire extinguisher is required.
I think, and then as the fuel, as the quantity of fuel that the vessel can carry, as opposed to how much fuel is on board the boat.
Because perfect example to that, because I actually got pulled over by a water police, and they told me that because the size of fuel that I've got on my boat is 190 litres, they said I'll be needing 2 litres, 2 kilos of fire extinguisher. But when I purchased the boat, that actually came with only a 1 kilo. So I went back to the shop there where I bought the boat, and I've got a 2 kilo one replaced. But a lot of boaties out there don't know the actual law about 1 kilo, 2 kilo, or how many litres. So if you can actually correct the actual boaties out there, what is actually correct, like now, as we said, from 0 to 115 litres of fuel, you need a 1 kilo, and from then on, it's probably got 2 kilos and further up.
And that, again, I don't have all the figures, and I'm not going to try and rattle them off, but there's a table in the boating guide, and it stipulates the level or the quantities of fuel.
Yep.
And once you get to a certain quantity, it's a 2 kilo. And as you move on to the
See,
capacity of fuel,
because when I got my licence,
Yeah.
way fair few years ago, that never came into law.
Yeah.
It's only fairly recent that sort of
in
that
the
sort
last
of
few years, yeah.
yeah. So that sort of just started coming in where you need to have your extinguishers compared to your fuel.
Yeah.
Where prior to that it never happened.
No, but obviously also address the fact that certain size boats are required to have more or larger fuel fire extinguishers, and some vessels require multiple types of fire extinguishers. They may have cooking appliances on board. They may have. So again,
And these are all referred to in the Victorian record, which where you got your licence, you should read that today. You should all have a copy of that. Right, so.
But if not, what we can still do is we could post some pages
Yeah,
up on our site.
I'll do some research.
You know, and then
because there's got to be a PFD. This has got to be on the net anyhow. This booklet, wouldn't it?
I don't know if it's on the net.
I'll check.
We're provided with boxes of them and we distribute them around to
yeah.
people as they look.
Not a problem there.
So Dean, another question for the kayakers out there. What are the safety requirements that you need for a kayak?
To operate
a kayak?
Well, again, the boating guide, a non-powered kayak, so a person-powered kayak.
Yes.
There's a requirement to wear a PFD.
Yep.
That PFD can be either a type 1, 2 or 3, which is different from operating a power vessel, which needs to be a type 1 on in different waterways. That changes, but and all waterways, from coastal waterways to inland waterways on a kayak or a yak or whatever we discussed.
So can you have about 3-4 people on there, like as a family on a kayak?
We can have as many people as the kayak's built to carry.
Oh, okay, so if it's
Mate,
one
you're
person, so it's one person.
You're not Spiros, mate.
So
okay, and also on that, if you've got on a kayak, say a motor on there, whether it be electric or small, do you need a license for that?
As soon as you put a motor on the back of it, it's a power-driven vessel.
Okay, so you do need a license.
So you need a license to operate it, and to the best of my ability, you need to carry the required safety equiment that goes along with operating a powered
vessel. So you've got to basically carry everything that's in that handbook. Once you've actually got a kayak that's under power.
And I'll confirm that for you, Glenn.
That'll be great.
Yeah,
That'll be actually great.
That's a good point there.
You might need an outrigger for that.
So now the other good point of that, just say if a kayaker goes out at night, you know, like how with boaties, they've got their navigations lights, and their, you know, when they're anchored, they've got their anchor lights. And now, what about with the kayakers? If they go out at night, what sort of lighting do they need? Do they come as class under the same as what the boaties are, or what? Because obviously, if you look at a kayak, they don't have navigations light or anchor light, nothing. So, and that's going to be a hard one to, you know, like if a boatie comes in where a kayaker has got nothing, you virtually run him over.
Again.
Sorry.
No, it's great. I'm happy to answer all questions. I'm just not going to give you viewers an answer that I don't know is correct.
That's great.
But we can follow that up.
I know that with the rowing boats in the river, in the Yarra River, and the some of the other outrigger boats and that, they have lights fitted to them for operation at those times.
At evenings and nights.
Yes, evenings or mornings.
Yeah. Well, that was a good question, Nui. Yeah. And mate, Dean. Listen, we're going to run out of time tonight. Look, I guess, you know, there's a few other questions. I'd love to get you back in, Dean. Righto. You know, like
and make sure, bring your wife, McGarrett. I want to meet her. Please, can you do that?
I don't think we're going to have. Oh, he's coming over. Yes, producer. Here we go. What do we got? What's he done? What have I done wrong now? Water police come in next week to follow up.
Yeah, can you do that then?
I'll do my very best.
If you can,
yeah,
right?
Obviously, busy time of the year.
I know it's massive time. Look, if you can, that'll be actually great.
If not, you can send your wife down.
Carl, shut up.
I reckon that's a good one. Hey, Spiro, ring in and agree with me.
Oh, we're going to see Spiro's. Hey, we're going to see Spiro's wife soon with those new flotation devices.
Nah.
No, we can't get them.
But anyway.
Oh, right, it's X-rated. We can't do it. Sorry.
If I can get back next week, Glenn would love to come back.
Right. Yeah, and we can finish her off there.
Well, if we can't do it, look, let's keep in contact.
Yep.
Right, if we can't get next week, let's work the
And
week
plus,
after or something
and
like
plus at the same time, you know, we'll hit the questions that Dean couldn't
follow
answer,
up.
and we can get that followed
That's right,
up,
we'll try to follow it up.
and then we can
I
send
think
that
the viewers
across.
will be happy with that. Because look, what we want to do, like I said, the fishing reports, I'll give you a quick fishing report. Fishing was crap over the weekend,
Yep.
righto? Mate, and then that comes from everyone. The fishing was really, really hard this weekend.
Hard work.
But from tomorrow onwards, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Today onwards, remember?
today. Oh yeah, today I lost that big one. Righto.
Yeah, that
And then
mermaid.
Monday, fishing is, mate, if you get out there, go fishing. I'm going to go out for try to get gummies. Righto, whatever I can do, I'm going to get. I won't even be going out to Cape Peterson on my own. 'Cause
Well-
no one wants to take me out.
Anyway, guess
Right.
what's next? We got Yip Yip Fish Eye Talk. Let's go! G'day, fellas. This is Carl. That's the thing about fishing with Yip Yip Fish Eye Talk. Look, this is my area, my stomping ground. Welcome to Wine Eat. We just bumped into Adam here. G'day, mate.
How are you, mate?
How's things?
Not too bad.
And what are we after today?
Well, anything that'll catch, really. Anything.
Anything.
Maybe some flathead or some whiting, something like that.
And what do you normally catch out here, if you don't mind me asking?
Toadies, or you get the odd flathead or something come through.
Toadies.
Yeah.
They tell me you eat toadies. Well, look, funny enough, we got one here. Is that what you just caught?
Nah.
You sure?
Nah.
Hello,
Someone else
Toads.
Caught a few.
Well, anyway, there he goes. Out the water. Okay, so I know you haven't been here that long. What, about 5 minutes?
Yeah, not long.
Hopefully we'll get a bite and we'll probably come to your place for a barbie.
Yeah, that'd be good. Anytime.
All right, there you go, Ash. You hear that? Anytime. You're on. You've got a date for that. All right there, Adam.
No worries,
Nice
mate.
talking to you. All the best for fishing.
Thank you.
That's Carl. That's the thing about fishing with Yip Yip Fish Eye Talk. Let's go to our next door neighbour arrivals over there. Let's go and check them out. G'day, Cobber. Who are you?
Fantastic. Absolutely living the dream.
That's his
What all
name.
the poor people are doing.
That's his name. Fantastic. Well, is it fantastic or?
Sensational.
No, his first name's Fantastic. His last name must be Sensational. I don't know how we're going to put it. Okay, Fantastic. How are we, darling? I'm Carl.
I'm Taylor.
Oh, Taylor. We got a name here. Taylor's Sensational. And what are we after? I reckon you're going to outfish your dad, aren't you?
Yeah, I always do.
Oh, he's an apprentice, is he?
Yeah.
So you're showing him what to do.
Yeah.
That's the way to go. That's awesome. See, guys, this is what I'm talking about. Women, ladies, girls, kids, also fishing, not just us blokes, us women. And I bet you love fishing as well.
Yeah, I drag my dad out all the time.
So he doesn't really like going fishing that
Oh,
much.
he does. He loves it.
But you're the one who instigates everything.
Yeah.
See? That's what it's all about, fellas. And ladies, girls, Yip Yip with Fisho. We have Max Shuey and Vicky down at Warney Pier. Let's go over and speak to them, see how they're going. Hello there, Max Shuey.
Yeah, hello.
Shia. And how are you, Vicky?
I'm good, thanks.
And what are we fishing today?
Just for small fish.
And what sort of fish? A mullet, snapper?
We hope snapper.
Snapper? Oh.
We hope so.
We hope so.
Wow. I better go in and help out. How long you been fishing?
Fish only 1 year.
1 year?
Yeah.
Yeah, just in Australia, 1 year, or?
No, he's just coming for a visit. So this is the
Ah.
first time he come to here.
How do you like Australia?
Like it very much.
You like it very much, like me. And what about you?
Yeah, I'm liking it very much.
Yeah, that's super.
Love it. Yeah.
Okay, no worries. All the best. Have fun fishing. This is Carl with Yip Yip Fisher, over and out. We've got Cowboy Dick over there. He wants to, he was calling me over. I can see his eyes. G'day there, Dick.
How are you, mate?
Not too bad. You got Carl with Yip Yip Fisho Talk. And how are we?
Good, mate. Good.
And what are you up to today? Doing any fishing?
No, I'm just waiting for a mate to come back now.
And where is he?
He's coming back. Probably fucking
Over that way?
4 hours.
Or is it that way?
4 hours down that way, I think.
4 hours?
Yeah.
Where'd he go? Tasmania?
No, about down the heads.
Well, what was he chasing?
Oh, snapper, mate. Snapper and shark.
And you're going to take that home?
I will.
And what about us? You going to share some with us?
Of course.
Oh, you're the best. What can I say there, Dick? Thank you very much. Anyway, back again. That's the thing about fishing with Carl with Yip Yip Fisho Talk. We got young Isaac.
Shane.
Shane, I'm shocking, aren't I?
You are terrible.
I know. Well, that's what happens when you meet new people.
That's right.
But it's all good though.
It's all good.
And what are we after?
Just bring the young fella down, try and catch a few whiting, salmon, anything that goes. Nothing in particular.
I reckon this young fella's a king fisherman. Come here, come over here this way, Isaac. I'm not kidding you, mate. I reckon you're the best. I reckon you're going to outfish this guy, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you're going to teach the old man here how to fish, or he's going to teach you?
Uncle. He's going to teach me.
You're going to teach him. That's it. That's what I like to hear, see? Over this way. Well, hold on. Well.
Get amongst it.
Well, sorry guys, but, yeah. F***ing hard work, I tell you what, just climbing these ladders. Well, mind the language, but anyway, yeah.
Scotty. Oh,
Stubby. Stubby! Cheers! That's awesome. Anyway, Scotty, how'd you go there, bud?
Yeah, we got one. We're pretty shit house.
And where is it?
In there.
Stuff. Whereabouts you caught them? Gentle Annie, fellas. That's where I'm going to go next. Yeah. And who we got?
Dean from Berwick Angling Club, mate.
Dean from, there you go, look at this. Berwick Angling Club. And I heard no good out there today there, mate.
Not too good at all, no.
No?
No.
So how many members you got down at the year club?
30.
30?
Yeah.
And growing?
Growing, yes. Oh, we try to cap it at 40. We don't really want it to go over 40.
So what do you reckon with the Yip Yip and our producer coming on board?
Oh, where you from? You locals?
We're always like, oh, this is my stomping ground.
Fair enough. Yeah, you better get down to a meeting one Wednesday, last Wednesday of the month.
Well, that'll be a little bit hard for us because we've got our live show every Wednesday night.
That's no good, is it?
No. So can we do it through, what they call it? Through Skype or... Yeah, Skype. We can do Skyping, can't we?
You certainly can, yeah.
Well, there you go. We'll do Skype. What do you reckon, producer? Yeah, there you go. We'll just have to get your details and...
no worries, mate.
We'll try to come on board. What's your name?
Vicky.
Vicky Chiganis.
Hello.
Gala, how are you?
Good.
Well, look at this. We got a mullet.
No? Yeah, mullet, yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Down at Warney Pier. See, again, another woman fishing. It's not just men, also women.
Yeah.
And who we got here? What's your name?
George.
Yorgo. How are you, Yorgo?
Good, mate.
Woman is better, yeah.
Women's always better, you see?
Yeah.
Always better. And what, going on the barbecue tonight?
Yeah.
Can I come to your house for barbecue? Yeah. There you go, we're going tonight for a mullet barbecue. Mullet barbecue. Hey, all right, take it easy. This is Carl with Yip Yip Fisho Talk, over and out with Vicky and George and everyone else on the pier here. All the best. Let's go Yip Yip Fisho! Here we are. I'm knackered. My mate over there, Dom, he's absolutely blasted. He's been working flat out 7 days a week, this poor bloke. 4 till 5, 6, sometimes 8 in the night. Never gets to see his family. Poor bloke. But anyway, that's beside the point. We're here with Yip Yip Fisho Talk. G'day there, Dom. How are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Well, I've got a problem.
You need an ice cream.
No, you know that last microphone that you gave to Glenn to give to me?
Yeah. Phone's ringing.
Well, that could be the boss. But anyway, yeah, that last one,
yeah,
that disappeared very quick. You know where? It didn't last that long. I thought it was going to be a new fan damn microphone.
You don't meant to take the plastic off.
Ah, that's where I've gone wrong. I took the plastic off and just one gulp, gone. But anyway, look. If you ever come in here, grab these. Upgrade to this, to this. This is awesome. Thanks, Tom.
No, you should upgrade to...
Well, here we go.
A more flashier one. Look at this one here.
Oh, mate, I'm getting excited. We get a new wireless microphone.
Have a look at that beauty.
We got a rattler.
Keep the kids happy.
Where do we plug it in? Anyway, that's fantastic. Mate.
Yeah, get rid of this one. Throw it away.
Well, there you go. There you go. We've got a new one. Thank you very much, Scott. You're the best.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And this is Carl. That's what it's going to be. But keep watching our show every Wednesday. This is Carl with Yip Yip Fisho Talk. And that's the thing about fishing. Over and out. Hey?
Hey, that wasn't bad, was it, Nui?
No.
Oh, Carl! So, Nui! Oh, the sensibility's getting into me.
Oh,
I think you better put these on. And I've got me mate here, Hawaii 5-0, McGarrett, he's going to take you away.
Mate, would be the first time I've had these on.
I bet not.
Mate,
we're not going to go into details of
It's
that.
amazing what happens when they're sitting on the bed.
Anyway.
Mate, you're off.
Hey.
Just said, what?
Guess what? Our monthly special. What do we got?
Yeah. Monthly special? Aha!
Yeah.
Our snapper special.
Yes.
It's coming up straight after the show. There's a couple of good things that are on there. Fish being caught. There's a special interview with old Steve, who's a great friend, who's become a very close friend.
Very good friend.
And if it wasn't for fishing, he would have died about 2 years ago, so
Exactly.
watch that. We've also got an interview with Lawrence from Dad's in Distress. Right, having a bit of fun, right, on the hire boats.
Yep.
But the main thing is catching a few snapper. We've got a girl and the kids catching snapper.
Exactly,
I'm
that's
pretty
good.
sure it is.
And if they want, and after this show there, guys and girls and family and whoever, McGarrett's wife, just a refresh on your browser.
Right.
After the 2 minutes of our show, it'll be on, our special.
That's right. I do have a guest for next week, but it depends what happens on the weekend, whether I can get him in.
We might even get McGarrett back. McGarrett might come back next week.
But I like his offsider. Who was his offsider? That mate, you seen the new one? New Hawaii 5-8?
Doesn't that absolutely look very similar? Look, guys, looks very similar. Similar. It is you. You see, he admitted it. He said it was him.
Righto.
I knew it all
Anyway,
along.
like I said, it depends what happens on the weekend, right, to who we get in, because it's to do with Western Port.
Yeah.
Righto, but I can't say who it is because I've just...
My stomping ground, Western Port.
You might lose half of it, depending what I can hear.
Well...
Righto, so, so I want to get those people in. So anyway, so don't forget to refresh your button because the special is starting as soon as we finish tonight.
2 minutes after.
2 minutes. 2 minutes after. I want to do a countdown.
2 minutes after.
Countdown with Molly. You don't remember that, do you?
Yes, I do, Molly. Yes.
Yeah, I can remember Molly when he was a DJ at the Croxton Park.
I also remember Dickie Nee.
I've got a Dickie Nee.
Well. But anyway, guys.
This is Guru Glenn.